Hello, everyone. I'm Jean-Claude BeyondMystic, and welcome to this Tuesday night's edition of the Deep Woo-Woo Divine Feminine Oracle Show. Tonight, of course, we're talking about big changes and Uranus going direct. With me, of course, are the beautiful and talented sisters here. You can find Sophie and Julie on MAISON and also on their YouTube channel where they're producing even more unique content. So please go ahead and subscribe there if you can. Julie, Sophie, welcome back to the show. How are you guys?
Hi, I'm good, and you?
Doing well?
Hi. Hi, you two. It's nice to be here.
Glad to have you on. I'm so excited to do the show here with you guys tonight. There's a lot of cool and also weird energies in the air. We'll go through all of that with you this evening. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here in the live interactive show. Let us know as we start the show here where you guys are watching the episode from. I see quite a few already there in the chat, and I'm eager to share in this experience with you here tonight. Julie, as the card for tonight's show suggests, big changes are coming about. I know you're going to be producing a show here with Meg on the Astro Decode coming up soon here on your YouTube channel. And of course, we just had an amazing conversation with Gosha from Cosmic Agency yesterday about some of these big changes as well. So set that up for the audience here tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah, last night's episode was Gosha. I think I'm going to have to rewatch it and let it sink in because there was a lot of information there, mind-blowing information about astrology. And now that I think about it, it makes a total sense with this Uranus energy that we're going to talk about today, which is Uranus just turned direct on the 22nd, so 2 days ago when we're filming this. And Uranus talks about rapid change, awakening, getting like downloads. It's also like sort of information from space. So our connection to ETs. So it makes total sense that we had like such a good amount of revelation from Gosha's contacts. And we're going to talk about that tonight in more details.
And what would be, Julie, your biggest takeaway from this show? Of course, we were looking at astrology from off-world perspective. Now, we as humans, of course, have a very unique perspective as how we look out in the sky and how we've mapped out our zodiac signs and the archetype that comes from that. But having this point of view from an extraterrestrial source, in this case, the Taygetan Pleiadians, what was your biggest takeaway?
Well, one of my biggest takeaways was definitely talking about Pluto as an archetype, and Gosha got from Yadzi. I hope I'm saying this right. Sorry, yeah. Gosha. Go ahead again, JC.
Yazi.
How did you say that?
Yazi Swaru.
So yeah, exactly. So she said that, well, basically the C word organization that we're not allowed to pronounce here, they were really scared about this archetype. So that was one of, the main reason why they demoted the planet as a dwarf planet. So they tried to kind of hide the fact that Pluto is such an important archetype in astrology, but also within our consciousness and spirituality. So Pluto's kind of the big transformational planet. And we know that the people in power don't want transformation. So it's kind of something that they try to put in a corner, but it's not working, obviously. So it makes total sense with Pluto changing sign. And we talked about this on the Astro Decode with Meg, if you want to get more information. So it makes total sense that, they're kind of against this transformation, but also going within, doing your shadow work in order to get let's say more awakened, more going forward on your spiritual path.
I think what was interesting there too, of course, is how they're trying to obfuscate the conversation and the potential energy Pluto has against their realm. So it was really interesting just how we don't see the riots happening in Paris right now on mainstream news. Of course, that doesn't exist. We don't see what's happening in Brazil because we can't have those conversations. Apparently, we can't have conversations about Pluto either. So yes, go check it out, guys, on Maison Jupiter's YouTube channel. This last episode here with Meg, the Astro Decode. And you can find also the Cosmic Agency Astrology show with Gosha here yesterday on BeyondMystic. And if you haven't seen it already, Beyond Reality. Today was the first inaugural weekly Oracle show here with Solretta. It's available now, of course, on the channel. So go check it out and give her some love there in the comment sections. And as you can see from the scroll here, she is talking about those aura drawings, which made her really, really famous. And I saw a lot of comments of people saying, wow, those are really amazing in her personalized reading. So go and check that out. Julie, you're getting a lot of fantastic comments about your sweater tonight. It's all over.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I tried to jazz it up my grandma look with my little sweater here.
Okay.
Grandma by any means.
I don't think many people would say you look like a grandma, but anyways. No. Okay, so you're nodding your head. Sophie, first of all, how are you? How are you doing this weekend? How are the energies treating you? And from there, also let us know perhaps what the themes appear to be here in your weekly consultations with the audience members.
Yes, so this week is uplifting energy. So this week it's actually a transformation. So I'm glad we started the show with Pluto, because Pluto energy is transformation, birth and rebirth, but also in our personal life. I think we're getting out more. Oh, there's an echo. I don't know.
Can I mute myself?
Okay, thank you. I think we're getting out, like I said yesterday in the show, of this really big transformation that we were in. And we're getting in the very uplifting new energy. And it looks like a freedom energy. It looks like something that is more light, more freeing. But we still need to do some healing. We still need to do some action towards it, but in a more passive way, I think. So this is something that I get from this week energy. It's that the universe is now taking the lead more and more in the rest of the transformation that we have to do. And our job is less to take the lead this week, but more to just do the work for yourself. Just take care of yourself and trust the universe to the rest of it. Now is the time to just take the back seat and just say, okay, this is what I need. So I need, let's say, abundance, love, I need respect, boundaries, and all of those things. But I give you the details. You do whatever you want with bring that however you want in my life. And just, I'm going to take care of me now. And it's I don't know if you feel that energy. I see it in my consultation. I feel it around me, in my personal life and around me. But this week, it has been something of a big something really heavy on our shoulder being lifted from us. Do you feel that, guys?
Yes. JC, you're muted.
Oh, sorry, I had muted myself for the echo. Yes, in some way. But I also wanted to ask Grandma Julie here, how's the energy treating you, Julie, here this last weekend? I know you've been extremely hard at work producing this new product here, the Full Moon Singing Bowl Meditations with Elena and Janine. This is coming up on February 1st. I know you've been working on all the look and feels, the sound projections, and all that stuff. But apart from all the hard work, how are you dealing with all of these energies, Grandma?
I think it's going to stay there. Well, I felt like a huge energy shift, just like Sophie, you were saying. And also, I know we spoke about it in the Astro Woo, that the first part of January would be totally different from the second part, because planets will all be moving direct by the second part of January. So as of January 22nd, all planets moving direct, including Mercury. And I know it was a pain, this Mercury retrograde. And also this Mars retrograde on top of that was probably even more a pain than the Mercury retrograde. So those two planets together moving direct, with all the outside planets also moving direct, I feel like it was a huge push by the universe to be like, see, things will start moving forward again. Do not fear. The energy is changing. Like all the obstacles and the setbacks that we've been experiencing, I feel like now we know that it's temporary. So that's my feeling about it.
Okay. And in the show that's coming up in 2 days from now here with Jay Widener, Nostradamus and the Vortex of Time, I believe this is our 5th iteration of the show. Looking at Pluto and also looking at some of the Nostradamus prophecies in terms of the US, what can you share with the audience members here as to what perhaps is coming up in terms of changes and predictions for the US, just to give them a sneak peek here of what the episode is going to look like on Thursday?
Yesterday you asked me the same question, and I was like, "Wow, what was the content again?" So
I know. Well, first of all, I know the conversation with Gosha was so deep, and I was looking to buy time to figure out what she just said, so that I could ask an intelligent question. So I did dump that on you, and I do apologize.
my brain was so fried after 2 hours. So if I remember correctly, I did a lot of research for that episode, so I think it's going to be really a good one. I searched for 3 quatrains in particular from Nostradamus, talking about the United States and the big reversal of power, and talking also about the White House being emptied out. So can't wait to reveal that to you guys.
You know what's interesting? Cliff High put something out just in the last couple of days, and he also sent the private group there an email yesterday, and he's looking at February 2nd as a huge emotional spike value on his chart. So clearly something is coming out in the open for which basically the whole planet is going to have a big emotional reaction to. So it's interesting that the astrology is also kind of supporting that type of, I guess, unveiling of past deeds or of secrets maybe, or wrongdoings. What's your gut feeling, Sophie, as you look at not only Pluto here, but the destroyer here of the bad people with the C word, as Julie was saying, but just generally speaking with the energies and how things seem to be going really, really bad for the pretendency right now?
I think we had a nice talk about it during when we actually meet in person with Janine and everything.
Yep.
I think we said good things about the future in a sense that nothing is really set in stone yet. Nothing is already written and nothing is already set in stone. So my gut feeling is in that sense that we need to actually stay true to our value, continue the fighting, and continue to have in our aim what we really want to see in the future. I think that we cannot wait for somebody else to do the work. We need to actually do the work, stay open to what is coming in as information, and send good vibe also within what we do to the world. I think we cannot just relax and just sit back right now. We're not there. We're not there because nothing is set in stone, and we still have behind the scene a lot of fights in both sides to change what is coming in. So my gut feeling would be in that sense that it's not done. I don't see just purely bad stuff coming in. I don't see purely good stuff coming in. I think that we need to continue to this fight. I don't want to say that this fight, but I think is that the right word?
Right. Let's talk about also the fact, Sophie, when we met for the staff meeting, we were all discussing how psychics in the last year or two were having a lot of trouble seeing out into the future. Whereas maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it was easier to do the remote viewing, the look-sees like Penny Kelly, but all of a sudden it was hard to see. Talk about that concept of the blank canvas now in front of us, why that is, and perhaps what our mission is collectively to fill that white canvas before us.
So I don't have a problem with that in my one-on-one consultation because I start from the point of view that nothing is set in stone already in our life, in our personal life. We do have free will. The person that we are in a relationship with or involved with job or anything has free will also. So when you do actually get a consultation and you know what is going to happen, you can change the future acting differently to get another result. So this is one person having free will. So when we talk about world event, that's many people having their free will, and that is capable of changing the future using their free will to change what is coming. So the example that I gave is really drastic. It's really dramatic, but just to get to the point, if I tell you that tomorrow you're going to get out of your house and you're going to get shot because of it, you're not going to get out of the house. So it's big, but just to let you know that you're going to use your free will knowing what is happening to keep that future set or to change it. So when we have world event, many people have free will and it can change. So the best way, I think, when I do the cards and I look at far away in the future is what happened if we do this decision? What happened if we don't do this decision? And which one is the best?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I love that. Grandma Julie, just to come back on this idea here of the white canvas before us, why is that happening right now, and what's our role perhaps to fill that canvas? How do you see that? Whereas before we saw in the future, and now we don't really see it because, as Sophie is saying here, it's not set in stone, but we have now the opportunity to paint the canvas before us. Explain that in your own words to the audience.
Well, I feel that it has to do with the matrix being dissolved, if I can say that. I'm not sure it's the right word, but I'm sure you're going to get my idea. Because before, we used to invest our energy into a system that would not give us an energy return of our investment, whether it be money, time, investment, relationships, and we did it unconsciously. So now that this big thing over us is getting dismantled, yes, good word, dismantled, I feel like now the energy that we put into our creations, into our relationships, into our investment is finally getting back to us in a way. So I feel like we're really in a creation mode, as opposed to being enslaved without knowing it. So I feel like it totally changes the energy exchange.
And if I can add something to it, I think that has something to do with the new souls in this world. We have more and more evolved souls being born, and more creators, more, like you said, Julie, creators of the future. So when we have creators, we have more rebel, we have more revolt energy, we have creators of inventors, pioneer, that kind of Aquarius energy that is needed in this world to just change this world for the best.
Right. The grandma joke is so outrageous that I can't even pronounce grandma and Julie in the same phrase without having a smile or breaking down in laughter. So Esmeralda, yes, thank you. I agree with you. She's the most beautiful grandma I've ever seen also.
Yeah.
Okay. ISO parametrics. Okay, JC, what big changes in Uranus? Okay, Julie, let's bring that up. Let me see if I can bring this one here. Uranus going direct here January 2nd, moving forward. We're already starting to feel those energies. Set this up for the audience, Julie.
Yes. So this is the last planet moving direct. So that was 2 days ago on January 22nd. And because Uranus is what we call an outside planet, it's one of the big giants planets, very far from the outer ring of the solar system. So when we have an outside planet making a transit or going direct, it affects mostly the collective rather than the individual life. So it has to do with, Uranus, first of all, is the planet of change, sudden change, big revelations, awakening. There's other themes, but these are the main ones. If you have to remember only 3, these are the best one to remember. So this is going to, first of all, move forward. So a lot more people will awaken, I believe. Also, I think a lot more big changes in society will unfold because it rules the collective, as I said, more than the individuals. And so, yeah, first word I would say, if you talk about Uranus, it's change. So that's the only thing you can be sure of. And because Uranus was prior to January 22nd moving retrograde, so from August 2022 to January 2023, it was moving in a retrograde motion. So meaning we were going over the changes of the past and trying to make some tiny bit of updates in the future we're creating. So now those changes are being integrated. So while Uranus moving direct, we're integrating the changes of the past August till now. So that's the first thing. And then, as I said, it's the last planet of the bunch moving direct. So it's kind of a big push to full speed ahead, I wrote, because I believe now things will start happening very quickly on the world stage, but also in our personal lives. If you've been waiting for, let's say, some stuff were stagnating, you were waiting for responses. So that's, all planets moving direct for sure is a good sign that things will start speeding up. So I said that. Also, another theme related to Uranus is it's the big rebel. So rebellions, revolutions is associated with Uranus, and also pushing for changes in society. So I'm sure we'll start seeing even more, let's say, human rights movements, or people pushing to have more equal rights or less censorship. So there's going to be, I believe, a big push in rebellions, revolutions, those type of things. And the other thing that Uranus rules is social media, internet, and in a more general way, it rules everything that has to do with new technology. So, and also energy, healing modalities. But let's just talk about social media and internet for now. So freedom of speech will be even more predominant as of now and I believe until April, because all planets will be moving direct. So I think it will be the time for a lot of changes to happen in maybe a lot of social medias that we know and use.
Wow, that's fascinating. Okay, keep going. I'm excited just with the free speech.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time here. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's manifest that also Twitter, YouTube, and all those social media will have a lot of positive change for independent media, right?
Yeah.
Also, Uranus rules the sign of Aquarius, which is friends, community, like-minded people. So you're going to feel that, I believe we're already feeling a need to gather with like-minded people, because we're in Aquarius season already. So Uranus is that much more emphasized. So the need to meet with people, because Uranus is in Taurus, so real tangible meetings. So if you can meet face to face, of course, it's even better. But if not, try to gather as much as you can with like-minded people. Is going to recharge your battery with that Uranus moving direct in Aquarius season. And another theme that, Uranus in Taurus rules. So Taurus is associated with money. And because Uranus rules new technology, it's very much a combination for cryptos. So because Uranus is now moving direct in the sign of Taurus, it's setting the table for big financial changes. And personally, I believe it's going to happen. I think March will be a big month for a lot of revelations, because of Pluto moving into Aquarius and also Saturn changing sign, and the eclipse season and the financial axis, I think, will be the big bang. But just so you know, I believe that it's setting the table for those months, in my opinion.
Wow.
And
I have a
lastly,
question, Julie.
go ahead.
When you said that we're going to have this freedom of speech and everything, I hear that we're going also to have something as strong as this need of freedom to test our need of freedom. So meaning that because those energy of freedom, of rebel, of getting out of the matrix is that strong, we're going to have this push from the system to try to create that momentum for us to be in that demand of freedom. Do you think that we're going to have this matrix really intensely trying to gain the power within that season, or it's just going to be freedom and it's just going to be rebellion?
So if I get this right, what Sophie is saying is that the system is going to have a face-off and try to push us back into the box, which would push us into more wanting freedom. Go ahead, Julie.
Well, I don't believe it's going to be easily won, because Uranus is the rebel, as I said. So it's going to pushing through obstacles and resistance. But I believe there's going to be resistance. And because mainly of that Pluto changing sign into the sign of Aquarius. So Pluto, wherever it changed signs, it kind of let's say, unfolds all the corruption and the dirt. In Aquarius is social media, is freedom of speech, is society. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be easily won, but I think it's going to wake up even more people that their right are being taken away from them. Because if you don't even know it, how can you fight the fight, right?
Right. Wow. Speaking of the crypto there too, Taurus and the money point you were making, Saudi Arabia announced today too that they were moving into crypto, and that's big news because for a long time they were the kingmaker of the petrodollar, suggesting now that perhaps, as we reported last year, the petrodollar is already dead, but we're about to see here perhaps it's a replacement coming up here now that we're going direct with Uranus. So that's really, really interesting. Also, Connie says manifesting JCTV free speech platform. I love it. On and off,
I love
on
that.
and off world. Yes, we're going to be simulcasting to the Pleiades very soon here, moving forward.
Soon.
Thank you, Connie. Appreciate that. Marc Trottier says Uranus is no joke. We'll speak about that, Sophie. How do you interpret this astrological body, generally speaking, and put it also in context here with what Julie has on the slide coming up here? As soon as January 22nd, we're already in those energies now. But how do you interpret this? Usually speaking, how does it affect you? How do you see it affecting the world?
So I have to go back to, once again, I feel tired to say that. So to that purge that we have been in. I think that we had to go through this heavy, heavy energy for so long. So we want to feel that freedom. We want to get out. We want to take action towards something freer. So I think that energy that Julie was talking about, it is caused by something that is the opposite. So we need to go sometimes through the extreme to feel like she said, okay, I'm not free. Okay, I don't have this or this. Okay, I need this. Sometimes it's true the opposite that you learn, this is what I need. And when you don't have it, that's when it's become important for you. So because it was so dark and intense for the past month and a half, now we're getting in a place that our value, we know what we want, we know what we need, and we want more than ever those things that are our value, our requirement in life. Sometimes it's job related, relationship related, health related, anything. But now through this heaviness, it has caused us to know us more and to get to get to the point where we're going to be happy. Does that make sense for you?
Oh, yeah. That's a really good point. Wow. Thank you for that, Sophie. I appreciate that. Laurie says, yes, JCTV. Well, speaking of JCTV, yes, we've added quite a few already new shows here, weekly new shows for free here on YouTube. The one, of course, that launched and premiered today is the Beyond Reality weekly oracle with Soretta. If you haven't already seen that one, please do go and give her some love there in the comment section. And of course, Beyond Tarot, Sophie's third iteration already here of the weekly tarot forecast, and as well as the Beyond Astro with Meg. So those are all shows that you can count on now moving forward on a weekly basis. In addition to that, quite a few more coming. I know a few people was like, oh my God, I'm dizzy here with all of these new people. But there's more.
He never sleeps. He never sleeps.
I have all these crazy ideas of where I want the show to go this year. And a lot of the changes are basically brought by having these conversations with you, the audience members, through emails, through the Insider Access Pass in terms of the content you want to see here for 2023, as well as meeting all of the lovely people in Ottawa for New Year's. And they told me also what they were looking for. And essentially, we all understand that we're moving into this new era, and we need to set that frequency right for ourselves first. I can get into another video here with Doreen Dota in a moment, but we need to govern ourselves first. And so part of these shows, the weekly forecast, whether from the Oracle view, the Tarot, and the Astro, is to help you forecast a little bit better your week. We'll also have now, starting on Fridays, this Friday including will be the inaugural show here, the weekly meditations with Elena. So she'll be using singing bowls and maybe some clearing practices also moving into the weekend energies for you guys. So that will be a little bit different than the forecasting shows. On top of that, we'll probably have some yoga flows coming up very soon, some inspirational talks, also mini little segments for you guys in terms of how we see the world and how we should collectively come together to see the world that we want to create. And we'll bring some body movement and all of that too. I was thinking of adding maybe some Neigong practices where really you don't really need any experience to share along with us in those little videos, but it's all about mind, body, and soul here on Beyond Mystic as we move into this new world. So those are just some of the few new additions that are coming up here in the next couple of weeks, and there's much, much more. So stay tuned. There's a lot here, yes, on JC TV. JC Silver Mint, yes. Oh wait, I have to tell you guys about the silver giveaway. If you haven't seen it already, if you go to beyondmystic.net, you're looking for this poster here. I'm giving away 2 separate 100-ounce silver bars. So go there and just sign up. You don't have to buy anything. And your name will be in the draw for the giveaway. And I think the giveaway is February 1st with Andy at Miles Franklin. So just stay tuned for the next posters on that. But we still have a few more days here if you guys want to enter the silver giveaway. What else do I have? So I talked about I'll get into Doreen Dautin here in a second, because Julie and I spoke about her in the Gosha show the other day, and we got tons of emails about one of her latest videos on the fear attached to the WEF, and I wanted to kind of share that conversation with you guys here today. Before I do that, we have one more slide in terms of the astrology for today's show, the Jupiter and Chiron conjunction. And before I do that, let me also share with you the pyramid giveaway for tonight's audience members. This is Andrea from Carla at Ascension Organites.
Hi everyone, this is Carla from Ascension Organites, and today I have Andrea for you. So Andrea was made with the intent.
Okay, this is one of those videos I think that's recorded in a different format, and it's not coming up on the main screen here. Let me see. Do you guys see the pyramid? You didn't see it, right, Andrea?
Nope.
The main show? Let me see. Okay, so I'll I'll use this one. For some reason, the video didn't come up. So yes, this is the beautiful Andrea from Eccentric Organites for you guys here tonight with labradorite quartz, amethyst crystals, and aluminum metals, and of course the flower of life there on the top. So we will be giving this one away tonight as a special promo to one of you lucky PayPal tip jar donators who, of course, support us doing all of these amazing free shows here on YouTube. And if you want to get one of these in your own possessions, you can do so here at ascensionorganites.com. And if you use the coupon code BeyondMystic, there you'll get 10% off. Julie, before I go too far, are you also giving away a candle tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Which one are we giving away tonight?
It's the one on the top left, so Intuition candle. So this one is infused with amethyst. So it's for the third eye crown chakra, if I'm not mistaken. And third eye chakra. So bringing peace, tranquility, enlightenment, and connecting even more with your intuition. And the scent is lavender. So this is the candle we're going to give away tonight.
Wow, I love it. Do I have this one? Intuition? I have one with amethyst. I have quite a few of these already. I love them. Okay, let me bring up, somebody was asking, of course, the PayPal tip jar. Let me bring it back up on the screen for you guys. It is pinned in the comment. If you look at the top pinned comment, it's there. But let me bring it back to the main screen for you guys. And we'll be giving those away at the end of the show here tonight, right? That's what we're doing moving forward. Okay, I love that. It's really cool. Okay, Julie, lead us into, not this one, but yes, the Jupiter-Chiron conjunction here from January to April 2023. What does that entail?
Yeah, okay. So I kind of got in the field that there was a lot of talk about health issues. So I was looking at the astrology, and well, first of all, we have Chiron, which is kind of the healing planet. That's in the sign of Aries right now, and Chiron is moving very, very slowly. So it's going to be in Aries for a while, but we have Jupiter that's beginning to align with Chiron. So what it does basically is that Jupiter is going to expand this energy. So Chiron in Aries is kind of healing the physical body, basically. So what Jupiter can do when it gets in alignment with that Chiron in Aries is maybe bring some stuff to your awareness that maybe you weren't aware before that needs healing in your physical body. So I believe a lot of issues are coming up right now in the field because your body is asking you to bring awareness to certain question or topic or something that it needs to get your attention. And with Jupiter, it can also tell me that it might also have to do with your etheric field. So not necessarily just your physical body, but of course they're related together. So it might show up as a physical issue, but keep in mind that it's related to your etheric field and your spiritual body. So expanding issues to bring awareness. And I just want to mention here that it's not only about health issues, it's also about healing health issues. But first, before you can heal those issues, you need to bring awareness to them and find the source, the common source. So
can it be something because of Jupiter that expand? Can it be something that you feel like your nervous system, or something that you feel like you're stressed and you release it through sport? Is it something? Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, for a lot of people, I think it also talks about mental health, feeling a bit overwhelmed sometimes. So yeah, we're going to talk about that. Yeah, good point. And because also Aries, like Sophie said, is related to physical activity, it's really good to find like a channel to get it out. But first of all, I feel like the most important point here is to bring awareness and kind of find the underlying issue, which has to do with not only your body, but your spiritual being inside your body. So, and Chiron is a lot about issues of low self-worth and feelings of inadequacy. I don't know if I'm saying that word right, but inadequacy and learning how to rise above those issues. So Chiron is kind of the underdog. So we're kind of all collectively at the moment trying to overcome those feelings of self-worth, because that's what's being we were programmed with this since our birth, that we're not worth anything. We cannot take our health into our own hands. So we're trying to overcome and transcend those things that were ingrained in us from such a young age. Also, Chiron in Aries deals with the adrenals, because your body, which is the sign of Aries, your physical body, is kind of in a constant state of survival mode. So we know that's no good, right? So there's a lot of stress, the cortisol hormone that's being produced. So, well, if you live with a lot of stress for a while, your body can cope with it. But I think it was Penny Kelly talking about it. She said that after a year and a half.
I think it was 2. It could be a year, but I thought it was 2.
I remember a year and a half, but
okay,
along those lines.
Okay, we'll ask her. She's going to be on the show on Friday night
we'll ask.
With the Wacky Woo with Joe and Richard, the Woo Woo dude. So I'll remember to ask her here on the Friday night. Go ahead.
Well, and living with that amount of stress for past a year and a half, 2 years, whatever the timing is, well, we all know it's not normal. So your body start showing you signs that it's unhealthy and you need to address something. Maybe have a better balance of, let's say, professional life versus personal life. Maybe you need to exercise more. Maybe you need to change your diet, whatever it is for you. Your body's going to show you some signs that you need to review something in your balance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a quick trick, just to, I said that already in the show, but if you cannot change, let's say, your balance right now, if you have some difficulty to adjust your life, your routine, but just something quick to fix it, just scan your body. Every time that you think of it, just scan your body. Am I right now holding my stomach, for example? Sometimes when we're stressed, you're going to feel that your stomach, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Your stomach is going to be like really tense, and your jaw too, maybe your shoulders too. So, sorry, when you're going to be
or
scanning
maybe your
body,
throat.
I'm sorry, what?
He said, or maybe your throat is acting up. Okay, keep going.
I just talk too much with the consultation. That's what happened. I lose my voice. So when you're scanning your body, every time that you think of it, even if it's 10 times a day, it's okay. Just relax those muscles and just tell your nervous system, okay, right now I'm not in survival mode. So right now you can redirect the resources to heal and to renew the body. Sometimes when we are in survival mode, instead of doing that renewing and healing, we're simply fighting. So that makes you having some difficulty with fighting anything that you would like not get normally, a flu or anything that is just in the air. And it will be also something that it will make you not sleep well, not recuperate well. So scan your body every time that you think of it. Put an alarm on your phone if you need it. Just once or twice a day will do a miracle already. And relax those muscles. Tell your body, I'm fine right now. I don't need you to fight for me. Just renew and heal. And just doing that, it's a huge difference. I tried this, and honestly, when you think of it, it's your body is shifting. So you're using your body for something really good. You're on mute.
Muted. Whoops.
There was an echo. I said I love that. That's great advice. Thank you, Sophie.
And-
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jesse. Sorry.
Okay. It reminds me of that commercial on TV where the guy has a cold and he's like, Pam, can you call my mom? And I was like, well, I love hearing Sophie's energy on how to heal. I'm like, Sophie, can you help me heal my cold? Anyways, that's what I was thinking while you were saying that. You have such a soothing voice. Okay, Lori says, hey, I just finished Janine's level 1. Julie, what's the update on that? I know that Janine is already recording here on level 3 that's coming up. What's the approximate time frame for launching Tarot level 3 here?
So we're aiming to launch it for Valentine's Day, so mid-February. So that's our goal, and so far we're on schedule.
So far on schedule. Okay, I love it. So far, cautiously optimistic. There's a lot happening in the background here, and we're doing our best to keep up with all of the changes, including some of the weird crap that happened during the retrograde and all the weird system wonkiness, both on my side and Julie's website. Many other websites were having issues just last week. So a big thank you to all of you who were bearing with us as we were trying to hunt those down and fix those for you.
And if I can, sorry, JC, go ahead, and I'll just add something after what Sophie said.
No, go ahead with Sophie, and then I'll do the next segment. Just
okay, can you show the slide that we were on just before? I just want to add, and it's right in line. Yes, exactly. Okay. It's in line with what Sophie was just saying about talking to your body and telling your body it's safe. So the last line I wrote there is because I was reading this fantastic book that my sister bought me, the Body Astrology book. I really love it.
Yeah.
So it has a lot of great information in there. And basically, the author was talking about Aries and this kind of survival mode and what you can do to try to temper it down. And it kind of affects also your food intake. It makes it more acid in your body because you're always on a stress level. So the author said that you can bring your hands on your adrenals. So that's kind of in your, let's say, mid-lower back. And take 3 deep breaths before you eat your meal and repeat to yourself, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. And it's going to send a signal to your body that the food is not a stressful thing that you're going to intake. So you're separating from all the rest of the things you do, like work on a computer, run errands, like our busy lives.
Yeah.
So you kind of focus on the present moment and you try to send a signal to your body that it's a different energy that you're bringing into food intake.
I bring up the book again. If somebody says, hey, I have that book, we have that at home as well. I found it fascinating. Body Astrology. Who's it from again?
By Claire Gallagher.
Claire Gallagher. There you go, guys. Take a snapshot of that if you want to look for that.
It's a beautiful book too.
Yeah, really cool. Okay.
Really nice.
Where was I? Oh, Deb. Deb was asking, hey, I'm looking forward to those Elena meditations. I need help with that. Yes, a lot of us do. Meditation doesn't come naturally to a lot of us. And we're trying to put together a package that makes it easy for you to get involved in your own meditation, in your own healing practice, and within this community also bringing the energy of all of this community together so that we can focus that intention also outwards to desired goals and objectives. So that's what's coming up on this full moon singing bowl meditation here with Elena. Julie, first of all, explain on this particular product here how we're preparing it. It is going to be on a sliding scale donation. So explain what that is for people who don't know, and also let us know when the product is going to be available for people who want to pre-register for this upcoming meditation.
Okay, I'm trying to remember all the questions. Let me know if I missed something.
Okay.
So this is going to be the very first full moon monthly singing bowl meditation. That's going to be led by Elena. And also Janine's going to be part of it. She's going to do a tarot reading segment at the beginning and at the end to set intentions, try to do readings in order to know what we are all working through together, and also send the best intention possible for personal healing, personal abundance, but also have a group focus in order to better change the world. Because we all know that group meditations are super powerful.
Yeah.
So if we can all gather together and all this amazing Wu community, and also send a lot of love, healing, and try to change the world. The big word for today for Uranus direct change, positive change for our personal lives, but also for the world. Yeah. So that's what we're trying to do here with this meditation. That's the intent. We're going to have one once a month near the full moon. So this one is going to be the Leo full moon. And we're going to activate even more the heart chakra and the solar plexus chakra, because they are linked to the sign of Leo. So yeah, that's it. And sliding scale. So yes, we're trying out a new.
Well, first of all, hold on just a second here. Yes, this is the big production show. Elena's rented a space for her to do all of this together with you guys. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. We spent 2 hours today making sure the space works, the sound works, and all the singing bowl arrangements and the lighting and all that are really, really cool. But on top of doing this big production show at the end of the month here, we're also going to start doing the small mini ones here on Fridays. Those are absolutely going to be free on YouTube for everybody to at least get their toe wet, so to speak here. But for these monthly ones, the big production ones, explain how this sliding donation works.
Yeah, so I think we all know in this community that how energy exchange works. So in order for you to get to receive some healing, there has to be an energy exchange. So even amongst tarot readers or energy practitioners, they usually, if they don't want to pay for something, they usually exchange services. So there has to be some sort of energy exchange for you to be able to receive a healing. So we started on that base, and we decided to implement a sliding scale. So it's between 22 and 222. So you decide whatever you want to pay. And also, if you have some financial difficulty, there is an email that you will be able to send an email to, and we want to make it as accessible as possible for everybody. So I know we don't have the same, we don't all have the same financial situations, but we want to have the most possible participants, because we really believe in this.
Okay, very good. And the last question there is, when will the product be available on MAISON Jupiter so that people can go and pre-register for this particular meditation?
So the goal, well, for sure it's going to be ready by Friday at noon Eastern time, because we're going to have the first mini meditation by Elena on the BeyondMystic's channel. So for sure by then it's going to be live on MaisonJupiter.com. Okay. It could be before that, but worst case scenario is going to be Friday at noon Eastern time.
Okay, and so folks, check out also my free Rumble show with Janine on Thursday afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern. If everything is already in the back end, I will be promoting the link there for you guys as well to have access. A monthly meditation that's coming up here.
Very possible.
Very possible? Okay. Yes, I never sleep. Okay, man, we have a lot of questions already in the PayPal tip jar. Do you guys, how do you guys feel about taking questions? Your energy good?
Yeah. Sure.
Laura Keys, let me see. What did she say? She said, "Thank you for your contribution. So much spiritual growth for all of us." No question. Well, thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. And the other one was Brandon. Brandon, love you. Julie, Sophie, and JC. Do you see a Mystic meetup in 2023. You want to tackle that one, Julie?
I have no idea, JC. Do you have?
Are we doing a speed dating convention for the unvaxxed or something like that?
Personally, I'm very overwhelmed with all of JC's projects right now, and mine too. So there's a lot on the table. I don't know for now.
Okay. Let me try this one. I guess you can both take a stab at this. This is from Justin. How are solar flares helping us with our awakening? You want to pull oracle cards, each of you, on that? Or let's start with sure. Sophie, and then Julie, if you want to chime in with oracles. Justin is asking, how do solar flares help us with our awakening? Piera B says, come to Mexico. I'd love to. I'd love to.
I love that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really beautiful place.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you want to start, Julie?
Okay. Julie, do you want to start? Julie, you're on mute. Hold on. Yeah, you're still muted. There you go.
Okay. Okay. Interestingly enough, I have the card that says letting go. So you can see she has wings sort of in the background. So I feel like it's not like something that's happening to us without doing anything, in my opinion, but it's more like an energy that's helping us release limiting patterns and limiting beliefs. So it talks about, the text on the card says, how can you fly if you aren't willing to give up everything that is weighting you down? So I feel like this kind of solar energy is helping us get more consciousness about what's weighting us down. And also it's helping us release everything that's weighting us down. So.
Okay. Sophie, what do you think?
So the card that I had, I wanted to see if she was going to get the same thing. And I think it's really linked together. I have solitude. I have violet with, it says intuitive, spiritual, self-aware. And I have two cards about love. So I think this message is about, you said letting go. I think it's also about receiving. So we let go of some things that we don't really need. It's an energy of receiving also tons of love from outside. I think there's something about outsiders that is going off-world, that is going to be received through this healing and love that we are going to get. So there is many things I think that we don't know exactly how it works about this, because from the card that you get and the card that I get, there is multi-dimension to that question.
Yeah. But wow. And since we had that interview talk with Gosha yesterday, I feel like this energy is available to us to maybe ease our process of awakening, letting go of limiting belief, but it's not doing it for us. It's not like you're sitting there and like you're getting enlightened all of a sudden. So I feel like still it's a tool you can use, but the work is up to you. So
very good. Alexandra says, Beyond Mystic, I love all the new content and talent. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And go give them love. I really appreciate it. If you guys support them, at least in the comment sections with a thumbs up and a positive message. I really like that when you guys are really kind to all of our amazing content creators here on YouTube. Going back to the sun idea too, guys, perhaps check out this episode tomorrow with Nostradamus, The Vortex of Time. We did talk about this in the last episode or the second last episode, where perhaps the bad people fear what could happen with the sun, because for them it's not good, but it could actually be good for humanity as a whole, maybe in terms of removing some AI, some implants, or maybe activating some DNA that might have been set dormant in this slavery model that we have here on the planet. Anyways, check it out tomorrow. We might look into that. And also Meg and I are going to be having a fabulous conversation tomorrow also about shamanic awakening and our responsibility here in terms of healing ourselves before we heal the world. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. Two comments here I want to address. Let me see if I can get to the bottom of this. Fairy Lights, JC, did you accidentally give me a wrench? And Esmeralda says, oh my God, I got a wrench. Okay, use the force wisely.
Love that.
I don't know if I said that right. Oh, no. Okay, you guys are amazing. You always give nice comments. Please
Yeah, thank you
continue
so much.
sharing all of these nice comments and making this community here not censored, but polite, I guess, for everyone. That's the only objective I have for you guys.
And speaking about the community and the love, in the first weekly video that I did, I asked people to share the love in the comment. And I don't know if you got a moment to look at those comments, but I just want to take a few seconds here to share so much love to people that did it, because I saw messages after messages after messages, just getting the support to each other, just getting the love to each other, sending good vibration, sending the healing. And one message after the other, this community got closer together. They shared a beautiful vibration. And I think that's their job. I think that's their job, to really be there to support each other. We have lost many people that are not on the same page, or physically also. So we're here to get closer. We're here to support each other. And this is just, it made me cry, honestly, when I saw that. So thank you for everyone that did it.
I love all the love in the comments. Thank you so much, everyone. Really, really cool. Good point, Sophie. I appreciate that. Okay, the next question, I believe, was from Amy. I'm going to have you, Julie, turn the wheel here. Taurus Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Leo Rising. Taurus Sun, Leo Rising. Amy is saying, I'm struggling with the shadow stuff popping up. Any advice for me? Let's start first with Sophie with the tarot cards, and then we'll look at the astrology, perhaps what's happening there in the alignment. So Sophie, can you pull some cards here for Amy? She's having a difficult time here doing some of the shadow work.
Okay. The reason why you're having some problem, we'll take tarot card as well, it's because you're right on the problem. So this is a good thing for you, okay? So because we have rapid movement, you are on an accelerate growth. And the nail for me, it's you're nailing the problem. So right now you're right in the bullseye of the problem. You're right in that energy. We'll take also 2 cards of the tarot, but that's actually a good thing. So that's not going to stay for a long time. Let's see 2 cards of tarot. The World and 10 of Swords. Okay, this is probably very painful right now. 10 of Swords is usually a person standing on their stomach on the floor with 10 swords in their back. So this is not comfortable by any means. The World, it's actually the cycle completion. So you're getting at the end of it. Maybe right now you're feeling already some relief sometimes from that energy. You're at the end of it. 10 is an ending, cycle completion also, but you're actually doing something right that is not going back. I want to check one more thing, just the timing of it. 10 of Cups, you're already leaving that energy. You're already leaving that. 10 of Cups for me, it's not even 2 months. It's not even 4 weeks. So you're actually going away from that right now.
Wow. Okay, so there's light at the end of that tunnel. Thank you. Before we go to the astrology for Amy, Julie, let me just bring up 2 comments. Kristen says, hey, I love your family on Beyond Mystic. JC, Julie, and Sophie, thank you for that. And Kelly says, hey, I love you all. You keep me living. Well, thank you. Appreciate that first comment. And also missing Janine. Yeah, I know. YouTube doesn't let her on our YouTube channel anymore. We keep getting notices and videos disappear. And, I just don't know what else to say other than if you're looking for this New Year's Eve video that was absolutely beautiful, this was also deleted here by YouTube. So it's now on the Rumble channel. So if you're missing Janine, check us out there for the weekly free Rumble shows here with Jean-Claude and Janine. And that next one here is going to be Thursday at 4 p.m. So do go check it out. That's where, unfortunately, Janine and I are doing the show from now on. So thank you for that comment. Julie, let's bring up the wheel here also for Amy. What's in the chart here in terms of this shadow work period she's in?
Well, Amy, since you're a sorry, I'm losing my voice too. That must be a throat chakra thing happening. I'm a Leo rising as well, Amy, so I totally know what you're going through. So that means that the South Node, which is kind of the shadow work you're integrating at the moment, what you're letting go of, is in your 4th house of like your core, your deep internal core. So I had that too. So I know what it feels like. You're really, like Sophie said, you're really in it. So I don't think it's going to get worse. I think it's quite the opposite. It's going to get better, but you're quite in the midst of it. So that's why you feel like you don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, but it is so close. Because if your sun is in Taurus, that means it's like the opposite energy. Scorpio is the opposite energy from your sign, and Taurus is like it's life, it's the living. So you want to really enjoy life through the five senses, the little pleasures of life. That's living in the moment. So you don't necessarily are really comfortable into diving deep into doing like real deep shadow work, which is Scorpio, but you're almost out of it. And if I have something to say about the South Node in Scorpio, is that this expression of let go and let God, it really talks about this South Node. It's really let the universe take control over what's living your life at the present moment. It means it's not coming with you in the future. And because also we talked about this Jupiter-Chiron conjunction in Aries, for you, it's happening in your 9th house of beliefs. So I believe you're also letting go of a lot of limiting beliefs. So it's mainly mental, I feel. So, but you're definitely on the right path. So yeah, I have to agree with Sophie.
Okay, really good. Next one here. Let me see if I can get this one. This is from Eileen. Love and light to you all for all the gifts and services to humanity. Thank you, Eileen. I appreciate that. I had an interesting question also come up here in the live chat on YouTube. Let me see if I can come back to it.
And if I can add, something just popped in my mind after I spoke with about Amy.
Yeah.
The 9th house is also about trusting the divine. So it's kind of the same thing as I was saying, let go and let God. So you need to trust that there's a higher path for you. There's something that's divinely placed on your path. So it's like testing you in order to be like, oh, is she trusting there's something good coming for her? Because if not, then you need to work twice as hard. So believing and having this mentality that something good is going to unfold is very important.
And this is the energy for this week, also for everybody, in a sense that right now for this week, at the very least, I don't know the transits for the rest of it, but right now we're being asked, okay, so do not try to control everything in your life. Try to just take care of you and trust that the universe is bringing what you need at this point.
Yeah.
And for Amy, did I hear the word crying? What does that have to do with maybe her moon in Pisces, Julie?
Oh, yeah. You said moon in Pisces. I didn't get that. Well, moon in Pisces for Leo rising, that means it's the 8th house of big transformation. So it means you're feeling everything so deeply with that moon in Pisces, which has like a similar flavor than a Scorpio moon because it's in the 8th house. So it really means that you're having maybe a lot of emotional roller coaster. I think as we all do, to be honest. But the 8th house is like you're feeling everything so deeply. So you need to really know that it's temporary. It's not going to be like that for the whole year ahead. So really keep that in mind and believe that something better is coming.
Cool. Amy, if you're in the live chat, let us know if that makes any sense to you. I hope that helps. It's not easy going through some of the shadow work. Freeling. Okay, so yeah, that was a question. I guess both of you. I'll start with you while you're on the screen, Julie. Freeling is asking, this is in the live YouTube chat here. Is it normal to hear voices when you meditate?
Yeah, I think so.
I hear voices all the time. I think I'm crazy, but okay. What about the meditation part?
Well, like for me, it happens, and I believe it's my higher self. You can also think of it as being your spiritual guides talking to you. But for sure, you're in kind of this 0 point energy when you meditate. So it's a lot easier to remove all barriers and get a lot more clear messages. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Jason?
I'll let Sophie go first.
Okay. So I think all of us have certain gifts. I think all of us have intuition to start with, And all of us have certain gifts. So for certain of us, it will be maybe mediumship, speaking with the other side. Like Julie said, maybe speaking with your higher self, or getting advice from the point of view of visions, or hearing things, or feeling things in your body. For everyone, it will be different. And the time that you spend to develop those things will also change how you receive those things and the intensity of it. So if you are capable of hearing voices and they're not calling you like crazy names and telling you crazy things, I think it's really a good sign that you are actually on the right path to develop even further away your gift and to get more insight about what is it that your guide are trying to tell you at this moment.
Right. Ascension Organized, Carla says, I hear voices even when I don't meditate. Well, I'm like that too. I hear voices all the time. I think the trick there is to, when you start hearing voices, you want to determine, as Sophie was saying here, hey, is that leading you down a bad path? Or is that of the higher service for you, or for your highest good, or for the people around you? I did a few videos on this, my first channel, explaining how I heard voices, and I went through that process of learning who was speaking and why and all these things. And maybe if I find it, I'll try to re-upload it. I think it was originally deleted, but yeah, I'm with Carla on that. There is a point of that it is you, your higher self speaking, but you might hear your guides also coming through, but in your own voice. So this is where practice here makes perfect, and you really have to pay attention, tune into the frequency, to the taste even of the voice. There's a lot there. It's like listening to a radio station. You can turn the knob to a station, and without knowing what station you're on, just by listening to the music and the announcers, there'll be a feel to that station. So you know what that station is look like. So even with your voice, you might have different feelings with these voices that come up. Even though it's one singular voice, you'll know that it's coming from different sources. Anyways, there's a whole video on that somewhere. I'll try to find it and put it back up. Speaking of videos and workshop, Maggie is asking, JC, a class on teaching manifestation would be amazing. I'm still mind blown from yesterday's show with Gosha. Yeah, I know. Julie, I have actually watched it twice already since yesterday. Wow. And even on the second time, I caught things that I didn't get. And on the third time, I caught things that I didn't get on the second time. Yeah, I really recommend you guys go see that episode. Julie, what's coming up on the Academy? On top of Tarot 3 with Janine, we also had this psychic workshop at some point, the psychic protection. Do we have a date for that, for the recording? Or is it because Janine's traveling this week? Are we pushing that back a week or two? Where did we land on that one?
Say beginning of February?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's the first week.
The one we were arguing about last week.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's coming soon, folks. Just bear with us. In terms of manifesting, manifesting abundance here is coming up, and there's also going to be a show with Solretta, Manifesting Reality. She did speak about that today in her first inaugural Beyond Reality Oracle forecast. So go check that out as well. So that's coming up. This one here is going to be really cool here, the Woo Entrepreneur as well. I'm excited about that, about launching into this. What did I say the other day was my tagline, Julie?
My brain is so fried, JC.
Hold on. I almost have it. Hold on. Trailblazing into the new human economy. That's what the Woo Entrepreneur Show workshop is going to be about, and I'm so excited to share all of that with you here very, very soon. All right, we're at the hour 10 mark. Did I forget anything? Is there comments you pinned, Julie, during the show you want to bring up before we go, or should we start closing and asking for maybe some last words of wisdom here for how to navigate this energy until next week? What do you think?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, Sophie, you're on the screen. How do we navigate all this here moving forward?
Devotion. Take care of yourself. So let's get one tarot card with that. Okay, the mind. The mind has last week I said smush brain. Julie just said her brain is fried. I think that's a theme right now. We need to take care of our brain to rest a little bit. So maybe do something that is going to be less intellectual just for the rest of the week. Maybe just go outside, take a big walk in nature, or take a bubble bath, or something just that is going to make some rest and take care of you, whatever it means for you. If it's a book, it's a book. If it's something else, it's something else, but take care of you this week.
Okay. Lakeside. So Laura says, how about the grandma corner? Julie, what say you, grandma?
Okay.
People just tuning in now are like, what the fuck is he talking about?
What are they talking about? Okay, so I got 2 cards from my what is it called? Astral deck, I believe. can't believe the name. So first is the Leo card, so shine. And the other one is my Virgo card. So for me, it has to do with finding a balance between work and responsibilities, which is Virgo, but also having fun, which is Leo, and connecting with your inner child. Exactly like Gosha said too last night. Her dog came in while you were just asking this question of what's your guidance, and she said, "Oh, I think we need to play more and to be more connected with our inner child." So I feel like we all need to develop a better balance to keep a nice mental health and a body health too.
Okay, that's very good. While I have you on the screen, Miss Kimberly B is saying, Julie, teach us how to manifest our inner hot nana. Is there going to be a workshop on that?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, speaking of workshop, wait, no, what was the other one? I had another one. Somebody was asking about doing a workshop on shadow work. I thought I had pinned it. I just lost it. I'll find it. But Julie, what do we have in terms of doing shadow work? I thought, oh, here it is, fairy lights. Isn't that part of the Psychic Superpowers workshop, dealing with the shadow work so that you can find your superpowers through your moon sign? Wasn't that it?
Yeah, exactly. So this workshop, I'm really proud of this workshop, by the way. I really loved it. We talk about your moon sign in astrology. So you don't need to know anything about astrology, just having your moon sign. And first, you're going to know what type of shadow work you're going to have to do in regards to your moon. But once you do that, what kind of psychic gifts it can unlock for you, especially moving into the age of Aquarius, with all of us sharing our psychic gifts and living in this new human economy. So I feel like this one is very, like, it's not like a regular astrology workshop. We really try to develop more into like a woo thing, and for the age of Aquarius.
Okay, very good. And Julie, for those who want to get into exactly that, finding out their moon sign and starting on that path there of understanding all of this, what do you have for them here on Maison Jupiter in terms of their personalized birth charts?
Yeah, so the personalized birth chart basically is your blueprint for your incarnation on Earth. So your birth chart, so where the planets were placed at the exact moment of your birth. So you're going to want to look at it for a while, because all the transits are going to happen regarding your own birth chart. So you're going to want to know where to locate, let's say, the eclipses and what house they're going to fall for you. So what house is it going to activate for you? So this birth chart, it comes in the color of your choice with a 15 to 20 pages report explaining your most important planet placements and your most important alignments. And these are all digital products.
Cool. Very cool. We have to announce the winners. Almost gonna forget for the pyramids and the candle for tonight. I hope you guys are still watching the show. We're 15 minutes into it. If you are liking the show, please hit the like button while I pull up the winners for tonight's pyramid and candle. And while I do that, and I scan through the list of names here in the PayPal tip jar donation, Sophie, what do you have in terms of consultations right now? Did you open up some priority bookings? What does the schedule look like right now for people who want to have a one-on-one reading with you?
So right now for the priority bookings, we are booking for next Wednesday. And for the 1 hour, we are in the middle of March.
Middle of March. Okay, sounds good. Drum roll, please. The winner for the candle. We're selling cannons tonight, folks. I don't know. Je vais vous répondre par la bouche de mes canons. Okay, I don't know why I have that in my mind. Okay.
Wow.
Shannon, you're the winner of the candle. Truly enjoy your show. She says, thank you so much. So, Julie, let me just text you now her email address here so you can contact her. So big congratulations to Shannon. And
for your brand new cannon.
For your brand new cannon. Please turn it on.
Yeah.
I mean, light it up. But don't light a bomb. Okay. If you guys saw the last show, you'll know why that's funny. Okay. And the next one, let me scroll down to the next one here. Maria, I guess. Yes? Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's the one that came up on my screen. Maria, I absolutely love the three of you. Thank you so much, Maria. And let me send. So Maria Quintero is the winner here of the pyramid for Carla. So I'm going to send your email address right now to Carla. Man, does that not sound familiar? Did she win last week? Hold on a second. Did she win last week, Carla? Are you in the live chat? I think she won last week. Is that possible? Do you guys remember?
I don't.
That I would have the same winner twice? So what do we do if it's twice? Do we give her a second?
We can exchange candle and pyramid if that's the case.
Oh, maybe. Oh, Carla says yes, she did win. You see?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Well, today is the luckiest day of the year, apparently. Jupiter is sextile something. So maybe that's a very, very lucky year.
Yeah, Sun is sextiles Jupiter, you're right.
Okay. So, yes, we're giving her a second pyramid? Okay.
Or we can give her a candle.
Well,
your choice.
No, we should, energetically speaking, we should do the pyramid. Like that was, it landed on her name. Like, oh my God. First of all, you can't win if you don't play. So thank you so much, everyone, for supporting the show. And thank you.
Right.
Maria, you always support the show. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Yves Langros, stop supporting the show. You give too much money. It's good. I'm serious, man. Arrête. C'est trop. Okay. So, of course, so Carla, okay, you have Maria's email to send her tonight's pyramid. And what was the name of that pyramid? Let me see if I can bring that back up. It was Andrea. Wow, what a beautiful pyramid, too. Like, good for you, Maria. Lucky Maria. Yes. So it says Ashana Marie Crystalis. I love that name. All right.
I just want to add, I saw a comment in the chat. We're not doing the live tomorrow with Meg for the Astro Decode. It's going to be every 2 weeks. So in 1 week from now on February 1st. And I think it's going to be a night show, this one, because we have the meditation at 3 on the same day. So this one is going to be probably at 7 p.m. So.
Okay, let me bring the link to that one. Thank you for reminding me there. The last one was at 4 p.m., no?
Yeah, we said it was going to be every 2 weeks at 4 p.m., but because of the meditation, we pushed it a little bit further.
Gotcha. And okay. Compatibility in relationships from the astral point of view. This is going to be a fabulous show. I can't wait to see that, folks. All right, so check it out on MAISON Jupiter. And while you're there, also go and subscribe to that channel. Julie's putting up a brand new series of unique content there, including these new pick a cards with Sophie. So you don't want to miss that. So please do go and subscribe there. We have 8,000 subscribers already. We want to hit that 10,000 mark.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
That'd be great.
Let me bring that link down in the live chat now. We've got 1,000 people watching. Come on, hit that subscribe button. I want to see that number go up live. Wouldn't that be cool? While we wait for that, because I want to see this as a live experiment to see that number tick up a few beats here for the amazing Julie and Sophie. Sophie, anything else you want to share before we go? Anything crossing your mind as we wait for the ticker count to go up on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about the pick a card.
Okay.
So we started this as something that was supposed to be every 2 weeks, and we got so much love from the first one that we decided to make every week. And it's about 20 minutes. I'm giving you 3 piles of a message that is adding with the one that you receive on the Monday show on BeyondMystic. So it's something that extra layer of information for your week, and it's more precise. So each week I'm going to talk about something a bit more precise. This week it was about your emotion. What does your emotion have to say to you? So it's going to be guiding you also to develop your intuition and adding an extra layer, like I said, to your week, to what you're going through. And I'm really amazed. I pre-recorded one this week for Thursday, and I'm really amazed. Last week we had the same thing, how many cards are actually really connected. That's why I picked the cards in front of you, because I don't want you to think that I really take the cards for particular reason. No, I just really shuffle in front of you, and it's really powerful. So I cannot wait for you to see this one.
Okay, I'm excited for that also. And Yves Langlois in there, another great show. Merci, Yves. Okay. And speaking of unique content, also coming up on Maison Jupiter, Julie, in terms of the grandmother architect, you're going to be doing some macrame videos also?
I love macrame, actually. I love tea and I love macrame.
Okay.
Very soon.
Oh, come on. I didn't see the number go up. What's going on? Means that everybody watching the show tonight is already subscribed on Julie's channel? That can't be. What's
And you
going
know
on?
what? Like, it's so funny because a lot of my friends were making fun of me. We were having parties, and often I was like either doing a juice cleanse or I was like alcohol free. So I was like, oh, I have a tea. And they're like, okay, she's having her herbal tea and everybody's partying. And I'm like, yeah, let's see.
Trust me, we went to see a Elvis show in Quebec together. She told me like, okay, let's go crazy tonight, let's go wild, and she took a tea.
She didn't get my joke. I thought it was funny.
Okay. I get so many directions I could take that in, but I think I should probably quit while I'm ahead because you guys are hilarious. Okay, JC's on fire. Yes, thank you so much. I love you guys. And JC TV Comedy Hour. Yeah, that could be a new show too. That would be fun. Absolutely fun. I love that. Connie, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Julie. I love Julie's energy, says Carla. Yes, I love your energy, Carla, as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here tonight on the Divine Feminine Oracle Show. Big changes are coming up, so stay strong. And we'll see you soon. I love you guys. Au revoir.
Love you.
Love you. Au revoir.